Hey guys, so today's video, guys, we're going to be doing a quick little tutorial. We're going to be using the blue side of the Bloom Into You palette. This tutorial goes a little bit fast, so I do apologize. But yeah, we're going to start off with the shade Violet. We're going to use that as our transition shade. We're really going to blend it up in the crease. We blend out them creases, girl. I got a little bit on my cheek, but it's okay. But yeah, we're going to build that up into our crease as our transition shade. Then we're going to use the shade Internally Charmed. It's going to be the shade that we use to add definition and a little bit more color to our eye. So I'm going to go back on the shade Violet and use it to blend out the edges, because you don't want no harsh lines, girl. No harsh lines here. So moving on to our last shade, you guys, we're going to be using the shade Good Energy. And we're going to pop that directly on the outer part of our eye. We're going to build that up a little bit because it wasn't as blue as I wish it was, as I thought it was. It's not as dark as I thought it was going to be. So I'm going to have to build it up a little bit. I should have went with a darker blue, but I don't want to use more than one palette. So I'm just taking the brush that I used to blend out Eternally Charmed, and we're just blending out those edges. So going in with the lid shades, we're going to use the shade Hear My Soul. And we're going to pop that on the inner part of our eye after we spray the brush, you know. Since these palettes are small, I decided to use all 6 shades. I did it in the purple one, so might as well do it in this one as well. The look is actually quite pretty, you guys, at the end. Like, I really do enjoy a good monochromatic moment. So that's the only way I wear colors, as long as they're monochromatic. I'm not very creative in the colorful realm, so you know. So taking the shade Fly High, we're going to use that in our inner part of the eye. These eyeshadows are also very, very powdery, which is not a bad thing since they do work, but it can get annoying, like having powder flies and stuff everywhere, you know, more. So it's powdery in the palette. It doesn't like have a lot of fallout. It's just powdery in the palette. I guess that's a good thing though. So going in the shade You Glow Girl, we're gonna pop that on the outer part of our eyelid, blend it into the shade Fly High and Good Energy. And then we're going to take Good Energy again and just kind of blend those shades together so that, you know, again, seamless blend. You don't want to be too messy. So we're going to take the One Size eyeliner. I look stupid, so I just cut that part out. But I use the One Size eyeliner. And then we're taking the Wet n Wild Big Papa mascara. And yeah, that's going to be our mascara, because it's the only mascara I own, actually. So it's actually really good. If you have never tried it, I just suggest you try it. I don't know. I don't want the eye part of this video to be super long, so I do apologize if I've made no sense through that whole voiceover, but you guys kind of got the gist, right? I feel like I get the inner part of my eye with my eyelashes. So we're going to go back and get them. You know, they look cute. Excuse me. So moving on to the face, you guys. We're actually going to be using a bunch of LYS products. But you guys know, if you guys watch my foundation routine, I always start off by spraying my face. And we're going to go in with the Rare Beauty Pore Diffusing Primer. I used way too much. I pumped out way too much, you guys. So we ended up wasting quite a bit of it. But, it's whatever. So we're just going to rub that into the skin. I don't know what I'm trying to say. We're just going to rub that into the skin. You guys hear my fan? So we're going to put that all over the nose, the T-zone area situation. It's not a super thick primer, you guys. So I'm not mad at it, because I put a lot on. So I actually just like end up rubbing it on for my face. So taking the LYS Secure Skin Primer, Gripping Primer. We're going to put that all over the skin. I had to cut hair on my hand. This, you guys, it's a slippery primer, but it felt more like a moisturizer than a primer to me. It didn't have a lot of tack to it, saying it was a gripping, because most gripping primers have a little bit of stick to it. This didn't really have that much stick to it, so I was a little confused. I was like, okay, well, it just feels like a moisturizer. I've seen a lot of mixed reviews. Everybody's like, oh my god, it's slippery. My foundation slips and slides. My foundation hasn't moved, so it depends on the skin. But it's nice. So we're going to take this foundation now. This is also LYS. It's a triple fix something of another. I don't have it in front of me to tell y'all the name, but I'll try to leave it in the description bar. But yeah, I have the shade DN3. It's actually way too dark. but it's okay because I don't like full coverage, and it works out in the end, you guys. As you guys watch, I put a lot of concealers in different places to kind of lighten it up, and the powders kind of help lighten up the foundation. It's not a bad match. Like, it's definitely workable. It's definitely workable. So I'm not building it up too much. Like, I feel like if I would have built it up a little bit more, it probably would have covered more of the acne scars that I have, which is not a problem. Like, I don't care about my acne scars, I don't really try to cover them. But it definitely is a your skin but better type foundation, which is fine. I love those type of foundations. It doesn't literally look like makeup, but on me it looks like makeup because obviously the shade's hella off. But it doesn't look like makeup. Like I said, it's like a your skin but better situation. It actually looks really, really nice on the skin though. Like, I don't know if y'all can tell how nice on his skin, but in person, girl, my skin is banging. Even on top of all my scars and acne. It looks so good. Again, 2 pumps through that foundation was too much. A little goes a long way. So we're going to take the Triple Fix Brightening Concealer. It says full coverage, you guys, but I don't really feel like it's full coverage because the consistency is too thin to be a full coverage. Like, I know some people that have, like, super thick concealers are still not full coverage, but for me, I feel like this concealer was, like, a little too thin to be full coverage. It really didn't cover much of nothing, which I don't really try to cover anything anyway, but, like, I don't know. Like, most full coverage concealers cover my mole and my under eye. It didn't do anything to my under eye or my mole. Like, it literally just went over it, and you can still see it. I think it's a nice medium coverage concealer. It's probably only buildable to a full coverage, but also this shade blends more in my skin than the foundation does, so it really, I don't know. Like I said, I just don't feel like it's like a super full coverage concealer. It's a super everyday, nice, wearable concealer. Freaking cat hair go up my nose. Like, you can still see my beauty mark. So yeah, we're just blending out that concealer. The line down my nose is so crooked. She cute though. She cute. Like, it really, really sits onto the skin nicely. Like, I didn't think it slipped into my fine lines as bad as like other concealers. So I really do enjoy it. Like, I definitely would repurchase this. We're gonna go back in with another layer, just because I felt like one layer wasn't enough for my under eyes.
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair. The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
Sorry. But yeah, sorry, I'm sketching off the, like, really flaky parts of my nose, because my nose, like, it's weird. Like, it's oily as hell, but it's dry at the same time. I don't get that. Like, nothing sits well on my nose. It doesn't matter what I use, but my nose always looks bad. Sorry, my nose was running, so, you know, any perks. So after building up that concealer, you guys, we're going to take the LYS powder, and this is in the shade Brilliance. We're going to use a fluffy brush. This is from Alamar Cosmetics. Got it in my box of Charm a couple years ago. And yeah, we're going to use that as our brightening powder. I'm not a huge fan of this powder, you guys. It looks okay on camera, but in person, like, it just bunched up on top of the acne and just sat weird. It just sat weird on my acne patches under my under eyes. Not a bad product. It's not a bad product. It's not my favorite at the moment. But this is also my first time trying it. So once I'll try it again in a different way. I don't know. I'll probably try it with a sponge next time. or not put as much on. I don't know. But I feel like these products also look better the longer you wear it. And that's me with any makeup. I like my makeup more when I wear it for a long time versus when I initially put it on. So once it finally sinks into the skin, I think it looks better. So I'm taking the shade Ambition, which mine is technically broken, but I'm still going to use it. Well, I'll put it back together. But we're going to use it as a overall face powder. And it's going to lighten my face a little bit. And I feel like it makes my skin tone, it evens out my skin tone a little bit more, so the foundation doesn't look as dark. This all over the face though is beautiful. Like, it's not super heavy, it's not super powdery. It really just sets your makeup in a really, really nice way. There's cat hair on my face. My brushes are covered in cat hair, and sometimes I forget them, like dust them off. Because, you know, damn cat sheds like a fucking horse. And she doesn't like to get brushed, so she doesn't stay long enough to get brushed. P.S. This was totally meant to be a Talk 3 tutorial, but it was long as hell. So, yeah, here we are. Voiceover situation. So, we're going to spray the face again. Just, you know, set everything in place. I totally forgot I had a fan. And if you guys watch Makeup by Torrance, which is one of the newer people I follow, I love his channel, you guys. In his intro, he says, cheap fan, expensive breeze, good times. Yes. Okay. Cheap fan, expensive breeze, good times. Or good vibes. So, we're going to dry that on our face. Again, going on, pulling off dry skin on my damn nose, because, you know, whatever. So, a chunk of eyeliner in my dress. But yeah, she's cute. I accidentally cut off all the rest of the video. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.